Sorry if that was a little confusing, it's just sort of hard to describe. So, here's that first algorithm. I think this one's pretty easy to remember because the front face is always turning the same direction. You have brown and the top solved. But like I said, if you get the two edges on the opposite side, instead of always turning the front face this way, turn them that way. I always remember it that way because the face turns toward where the edges were. They're over here, turn it this way. They're over here, this way. The two middle layers here will still go up and down the same way as shown in the pattern. Okay, now for the next step, getting the side edges. What you want to do is try to find one or two edges that are in the right place. Most of the time you can only find one. It doesn't matter if you do it here or on this side, although I usually look at it so that whichever edge you're working on, whichever center slice, is on the left. I just learned it that way. So now what you want to do, we're solving this slice, so rotate the other one until you get the right edge. In this case, that edge, I'm looking for this piece here, cannot be found on the slice. So, oh look, there it is. What you do is turn the bottom twice and bring it up, and turn the bottom again. Still, sides have not been disturbed yet. Now, make sure that the color is solid all the way across that top row, and if these two are different, that means you have the right edge. If it looks like this, same colors, it's white and orange, it's turned wrong, and this edge does not belong down here. So here you have this edge. I guess you could say this is an algorithm, but once again, it's pretty easy to remember. Just turn the bottom twice, this slice twice, bottom twice. Hopefully you can remember that. Now we have two in place. Let's see, last one. There we go. Notice how it matches here, but not up there. Bottom twice, this slice twice, bottom twice. Sides are okay. Now you're going to have to learn another algorithm to get the last edge in place. Alright, so here's a good example where you have one edge out of place, other three are right where you want them. If you were to use that move I showed you before, it's just the bottom twice, that thing, what it will do is it will displace this corner way back here on the other side. So you don't want to do that. You can try doing that over and over, but nothing will happen. So, using this algorithm, which I guess you could write down, it will get your last edge in the correct spot. So here's the target edge. Turn it so that that is down. Here you have your front. There's the target edge. Now turn it once again so that it lines up this way, but this edge is not the right color. So this needs to go down here. Perform the algorithm. Never lose track of what your starting face was. And hopefully that worked, and you will see that your edges have lined up nicely. Now, the last edges. Of course, since they won't be on this side, you can't use the first method to get the edges in place. What you want to do though is rotate it until you can get as many edges in the right place as possible. In this case, I got lucky, two edges lined up. Sometimes you get two opposite edges, and just like when you're doing corners, perform the following algorithm and it will get them in the right spot. Do the same thing if you have only two out of place get them on the top base, and perform this algorithm. You'll definitely need to write that one down. It's, I think, 15 moves long. Quite the long algorithm there. So, like I said before, if you have two in the correct spot, get them on the bottom. The other two that are wrong and need to switch will be on the top. Don't worry, they won't be flipped when they get to the other side. They should line up just right. So let's do that algorithm. There we go. All the edges are in place, and you may proceed to the centers. Your sides should be looking pretty good at this point, and you're ready for the final step. The last part takes me about 5 minutes to explain, so I can't fit it in this video, but I will have part 4 uploaded as soon as possible.